despite having a lot of presence in the ring, Spartacus being on the slightly smaller side, barely making 16 hands. Short, sharp salute, ready to start their test. And again, Carl going for a test that hopefully has as few mistakes as possible. Chart and Ina bred Spartacus themselves. And he's been one of the flagship horses for their stud farm, TI Stud, creatively enough standing for Chart and Ina. Smoothly there into the half passes, covering ground. And a fluent transition there into the passage. Carl having to work a little bit to keep the elevation there in the step and to create a springy transition into the piaffe. Almost losing a little bit of rhythm there, but some very, very good steps. And a tiny loss of rhythm. But again, at this stage, these are the introductory steps of those movements before the horses hit Grand Prix. So slightly less stringent than it'll be in our next class, being the Big Tour Championship and the South African Individual Championship of South Africa. And again, fluent, expressive transition there from the collected trot into the passage. And these tests really, really show off the gears that the horses have to have within the paces. Spartacus at this point is still exhibiting trot work, but various different gears along the way. Piaffe being the most collected, then passage, then showing off the collected trot and extended trot as well. And smoothly there into the extended walk. The walk work now becomes slightly less stringent than the classes we saw earlier today, considering that the movements that were shown in the walk now translate into the canter. For example, the pirouette work and an active rein-back smoothly there into the canter. Probably the smoothest transition we've seen between the three horses in this class. And a small counting mistake there to start those two time changes across the diagonal. Carl riding the first change on 3 strides before the second change. But easily through those counter changes of hand, clean changes, fluent changes of bend, and really easy, supple half passes. Spartacus getting a little ahead of himself there for the turn. Carl having to pilot him a little bit to the right. But easily through the extended canter and showing really, really good balance and security in the canter. Now to our 1 times. Small mistake there, but again showing enough, showing the correct number of changes, and Carl making sure that Spartacus having a nice confident ride through those movements, so that by the time they take on Grand Prix next year, that he's established and willing to give everything a go when he's asked for more. Fairly easy canter pirouette there. The flying change slightly late towards the wall, making the turn, the balance on the turn a little trickier. But again, very well navigated by Carl there. And ready to conclude their test. Solid halt to finish the test. Nice and straight and square. And once again, Spartacus showing how secure he is in the show ring.